One of the first things was I was called in, I was flown in to Los Angeles for a final callback for James Cameron for Avatar, to play opposite Sam Worthington, and you know, to go from nothing to all of a sudden being one of the top choices for one of the biggest motion pictures of all time, was extraordinary. So things started going very fast at that point. And then, you know, from there, I auditioned for a show called Back to You, and they said, you know what, you're not the right type. And then while I was shooting 21, I got a phone call saying they just fired the guy that they had hired, and they need to bring you in ASAP to replace him. So I just worked out that one day that I had that I could fly in, shoot the pilot, my first sitcom ever, and then go back and finish shooting 21. The Daily Show was my answer to Saturday Night Live. It was the moment that I realized that I actually had the opportunity to do something that extraordinarily pop culturally relevant was an amazing opportunity. And I just got a call from the casting director saying, is this something that you'd be interested in? And I said, yeah, hell yeah. It's one of my favorite shows. And so Allison Jones brought me in for the producers, and I wrote my own material, and it was brash and crazy and different, and they fell for it. So I got on the show. And it's just been an amazing thing. You know, the few times that I've done it, I've really had just such an unbelievable experience because it is so collaborative, and it's so original, and it's so much fun. You're sitting around with John and the writers, and John is the god there. It's his domain as well as it should be, and what he does on that show is just extraordinary. Because he's the puppet master, he's pulling all the strings, and he's got his hand in everything, in every last detail, in every minutia, you'll find John's voice, and I think that's why the show is so successful, because he really is just one of our great talents right now. So it's, and every time I'm in a room with him, I'm always like I can't believe I'm sitting in the midst of genius. Creatively, the most rewarding experience that I have is when I do something from start to finish. When I can create a character, when I can create an avenue to express myself that's original without anybody's hand in it telling me what to do. It's very rewarding, especially when it hits. And the Lost Nomads is just that. It's my outlet. It's my creative outlet. And I've always needed a creative outlet. Otherwise, you're at the mercy of an industry that can throw you away at any given moment. So, for me, it's the most rewarding thing that I've done, and I would never give up on that. Yeah. My words of advice are that the industry has never been as difficult as it is to break in, but also as accepting of original voices as it is now. And that's the interesting dichotomy. People love originality. They love discoveries. And it's a really exciting time in that sense. And if you've put as much time as most people have into being an actor, the chances are that it will pay off. If you've really got the skills, if you've really got the talent, you will be seen. I'm case in point, I was ready to give it all up, and just as I was ready to turn my back on it, it opened up its arms to me. This guy who plays the Jew hunter in Inglourious Basterds was 54, and he finally made it. It's about if you've got the willpower to do it. And my dog disagrees with me.